Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
With the midterm elections soon arriving on Tuesday, voting in Southern California may be impacted based on the vaccination policy. That's according to a constitutional attorney who spoke with the NTD's David Lam. On top of that, officials are warning of a spread of a common childhood cold.
Voter turnout this year in several Southern California counties may be impacted due to concerns regarding illnesses. Since October 1st, 2021, Los Angeles County has required the COVID-19 jabs for all county employees. This also applies to election poll workers, according to constitutional lawyer Alexander Haberbush. He filed a lawsuit on September 28th on behalf of Emily Wolf, who wasn't able to apply to work at the polls as she opposes the COVID jab mandate. Wolf has previously qualified and been accepted to work as a paid poll worker during the 2021 recall election of the governor.
And then when she tried to reapply for the June 2022 primary, was unable to submit any information until she had provided them proof of vaccination for COVID-19.
Vaccination, or lack thereof, Haberbush says, has become a litmus test for a lot of different political organizations.
By compelling a certain type of political speech from a poll worker, Los Angeles is effectively discriminating against a political viewpoint at the polls that directly imperils our electoral process, and we believe it needs to be remedied immediately.
They also included the Secretary of State in the lawsuit.
First thing that their attorney did was contacted me, said, "We had nothing to do with this policy. There is not a statewide policy requiring this. Los Angeles has acted on their own." So that's the situation right now.
The lawsuit states that LA County's vaccination policy prevents individuals like Wolf from working as a poll worker, violating the California Voters' Rights Act. Haberbush said that if people who oppose COVID jabs knew that everyone at a voting station received them, it may influence their choice to vote or not.
Say they oppose vaccination outright. If they got wind of this and learned that every single person administering our election, every single person counting the votes, has a contrary opinion to them on this issue, that would absolutely chill voter turnout. And the court has overruled election laws for much, much less. Political bias has no place at the polls.
A hearing date for Wolf's case is scheduled for January 6, 2023. In another county's action against the disease, Orange County declared a state of emergency on October 31st due to a spike in pediatric hospitalizations. That's in response to respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV. County Health Officer Dr. Regina Chincio Kwong recommended locals to continue, quote, the use of masks when indoors around others and staying home when you are sick. Critics have speculated that the county is doing this coinciding with the November election, affecting vote-in-person turnout. That's because of the mild and widespread nature of the disease. According to Mayo Clinic, RSV causes infections of the lungs and respiratory tract. Their website says the disease is, quote, so common that most children have been infected with the virus by age 2. In adults or older healthy children, RSV symptoms typically mimic the common cold. San Diego County announced an early spike in flu and RSV cases, and while COVID-19 cases were currently trending down in the region, they don't want to strain the medical system. David Lam, NTD News, California.